Rested St. Anthony's College head down to Colombo to take on Wesley College as the hosts are eager to end their barren losing run. Hello and welcome to www.thepapare.com, and you are tuned in live as Wesley College hosts St. Anthony's here at the Royal Complex. Both teams have not had the best of starts, even though St. Anthony's defeated St. Joseph's. In week 2, they faced defeat against DS Senanaiga. And for Wesley, of course, 3 games and 3 defeats. It's not been the best of starts for them in this Dialog Schools Rugby League 2023. The weather conditions here at Royal Complex looks sublime, and underfoot, well, there is nothing to complain as the weather has been beaten down and it looks as if it will stay that way. 30 degrees maximum temperature and a bit of wind running across the stadium, and I'm sure we'll be in for a cracking game of rugby. Both teams will be looking to get back into winning ways as defeats in week 1, 2 and 3 for Wesley have compiled on their pressure. The details from week 4, Isipatana College handsomely defeated DS Senanaiaka in what looked like was the fixture of the week, but elsewhere around Kandy at Pallekele, of course, Trinity College went down to St. Peter's. Royal College absolutely hammered Zaira last evening here at the complex. And in a close game at Bogambara, it was Vidyartha who managed to get over the line thanks to 5 penalties and a bit of indiscipline from Dharmaraja. The points table, and of course no surprises there as Isipatana College are sitting pretty on top with 4 wins and the 4 bonus points as well, 24 points to their name. St. Thomas's having their bye week this weekend but still in number 2. DS Senanaiaka have dropped down to number 3, while St. Anthony's, St. Joseph's, Wesley and Kingswood round off Group 1A of the points table. Royal College, after their early defeat to St. Peter's, have bounced back with 3 wins on the trot, and they are sitting pretty on top with 19 points. But closely behind them are St. Peter's, of course with a game in hand, and just 3 points trailing Royal College, while Zaira faced their first defeat last evening here at the complex. Vidyartha, Dharmaraja, Trinity and Science. Science, of course, does not look pretty. They are at the foot of the table as they round off Group 2A of the points table. As the teams warm up and the junior matches head to a close, we will go in for a quick commercial break and be back on the other side with the team news and live action.
Smiley bedanava ona velava snack එක දැක්කම හිත ෆික්ස් වෙනවා සරද කැමති අය දවස පුරාවට සැරයිල්ලනවා කැලිප්සෝ මික්ස් එක ඕන වෙලාවක නැගලම යනවා boring life එක break up කරගෙන සල්සන කරනවා ලුණු රටාවට onion kick එක full happening වෙනවා අච්චි රටටම රස බෙදෙන මංජි රස බලකාය දැන් අලුත් වෙලා.
Hey, have you heard about Z?
Z.
WeKYC.
Easy. Mobile banking crazy.
Education loans and salary advances.
Amazing! Introducing the Digital Youth Account. NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
ඕගොල්ලොත් එන්නේ ඉවෙන්ට් එකට. ඩ්‍රෙස් කෝඩ් එක black.
Black? No problem. නව වැඩි දියුණු කළ Dandex Active Climbasol පළමු සේදීමෙන්ම ඉස්සොරි ඉවත් කරයි. ස්වභාවික සාරයන් හිස පෝෂණය කරයි.
නටමුද?
No problem.
හැමදාම Dandex නම්
හැමදාම no problem.
Dandex හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside. ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න. ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න. Bold, ඔබම වෙන්න.
Aloe vera and mint for freshness. Chamomile for sensitive skin. Lemon and lime for an energetic day. Big shaving foam. A change you must experience.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside. ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න. ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න. Bold, ඔබම වෙන්න.
Hey, have you heard about Z?
ZZ. We KYC.
Easy.
Mobile banking. Crazy.
Education loans and salary advances.
Amazing! Introducing the Digital Youth Account. NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
Nevum බව රැකදෙන කුමාරිකා හම්බිට් සංවීති සමකට Camo Oil. Big shaving foam අත්විඳිය හැකි වෙනසකට.
Your embrace so warm with one more bite of Revelo for sunshine. Don't wanna miss this pouring rain, pleasing my soul with one more bite of Revelo for the rain. This freedom takes me roads that I have never been. With one more bite of Revelo for the road. Love never felt this good. With one more bite of Revelo for love.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
Nevum බව රැකදෙන කුමාරිකා හම්බිට් සංවීති සමකට Camo Oil. Big shaving foam අත්විඳිය හැකි වෙනසකට.
The time has come once again for the warriors to battle in pursuit of supremacy. Dialog Schools Rugby League, The battle for supremacy starts in June.
Welcome back, and we are moments away from kickoff here at the Royal Complex. It's Wesley College playing host to St. Anthony's College, and while this game is being played here, Kingswood College are hosting St. Joseph's College up in Kandy as well. Well, another game that the Josephians this time around will be looking to get over the line and kickstart their season. But for now, that's on hold, and we are here at the Royal Complex as the two teams are moments away from entering the fray, as this will be an eagerly anticipated encounter, especially for St. Anthony's College, as they will surely know that nothing but a victory will be enough for them if they are to make it through to the next round. Wesley College, of course, have been unable to secure a single victory, losing 3 out of 3, and things have not been looking good for Wesley. But this is a new week, a new game, and a new opportunity for the lads, and no doubt they will be looking to right their wrongs as we see the lineups. First, it'll be St. Anthony's College coming in, of course, into this game with 3 changes, as Atukorala, Galange and Kotalavala are in the front row. In the locks, it will be Rasid and Gamage, while Akesh is coming in for Rialano, and he will join Shenuka Kotuvila and Rakesh Pille as they round off the front 8, while Oshan Gunaratna returns from suspension to partner up with Sahan Kirtisiri, the pivotal fly half who does run the show. Welagedara and Tiron will be in the centers, while Rodrigo, Kumara and Amjad round off the run-on 15 for St. Anthony's College. The 3 changes, of course, 1 in the forwards and 2 in the back line for the Antonians. While the hosts here at the Royal Complex have made a couple of changes onto their run-on 15, but nothing in the pack, as it stays the same, as Jayman, Siddiq and Mushin are in the front rows. Anas and Gammampila will be locking the scrums from 4 and 5, while Shem Mendis, Hassan and Chamod Nimsara will round off the front 8 for Wesley College, while Lai is partnered up with Piris, who is coming in for this encounter from the fullback position, while Correa and Rodrigo, the potent centers, line up yet again, and it'll be Raban, Dilhara and Abdul Hadi in the back line, in the back 3 rather, who will round off the run-on 15 for Wesley College, who are the hosts in this game, and will no doubt be looking to make this encounter a memorable one, as if they are able to get over the line, this will incidentally be their first win in the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2023. Wesley College have made their way out and all line up and preparing themselves as the Antonians just entered the fray from under their college flag. Plenty will be resting on their shoulders as we see a former Antonian running the water for Wesley College, and also is the kicking coach Samuel Madhuanta. He will no doubt want his team, his new team rather, the team he coaches, Wesley, for them to get one over and register their first win. St. Anthony's, of course, did kick off the season with a stunning victory over St. Joseph's, but unfortunately fell short against DS Senanayaka in week 2 and are coming in well rested for this encounter following a bye in week 3. The match officials, it'll be Ishanka Abekon, who is the man in charge, while Gihan Yatavara and Nalin Lasanta, two able assistants, will be supporting him from the touchlines. We are moments away from kickoff here at the Royal Complex, and plenty will be resting on the lads on their shoulders, as by the looks of it, it'll be St. Anthony's College who will be kicking things off on your screen from right to left. St. Anthony's, of course, in their customary 3-striped outfit, while Wesley College, the double blues, as it says, in blue and dark blue. Sahan Kirtisiri will be the man, the skipper, ready to kick things off here at the complex, and we are off. Sahan Kirtisiri puts in a high hanging kick and well collected by Mendes as he sets things up for the first ruck of the day, and looks like he'll be Lai preparing himself to clear from the base, and does so. Ball lets bounce, but Kirtisiri finds himself back in the fullback position, puts boot to ball, and now Wesley College, numbers on the outside, sending it through the hands straight away, running it from inside their own half, but thankfully for them, the man was isolated, but somehow the St. Anthony's 12 did not release, as the first penalty of the day goes in the favor of Wesley College. A good touch finder there by the number 15. As we see the replay there was clearly no clear release by the number 12 for St. Anthony's, Ravindu Velagedara, as referee Ishanka penalizes him. And now will be Abdullah lining up his first throw into the lineup, finds the front man, sets up the potent maul to Wesley. Now a good shove coming in, and looks like they are making their way through the defense as Wesley College finding their way over. And this is the first try. Yes, it is indeed the first try of the game. Just 1 minute into the game, and Wesley College opened the scoring. And what a way to start this game for the hosts, as Abdullah finds himself diving over from the tail of the maul. Great bit of play there by Wesley College. They did all the basics correct, won the line out, set the maul, and from then on, St. Anthony's unsettled and never looked as if they were going to put a stop to that. Now it'll be Abdul Hadi from the fullback position. Makes no mistakes with the extras. Wesley College 7 points to nil with 3 minutes on the clock here at the Royal Complex. Now Sahan Kirtisiri restarts proceedings, put yet another high hanging restart. This time knocked backwards by the St. Anthony's player, as Wesley College now settling things down in their own half.
Last foot!
Ideally will be looking to clear their lines, and that's exactly what they do so through the boot of Piris, but does not find touch.
Offside.
And to add to their woes, the chasers were in front of the kicker rather, as St. Anthony's College are awarded the penalty from pretty much in front of the post, but early on it looks like St. Anthony's College aren't looking for the 3 points, as Sahan Kirtisiri puts boots to ball and into touch. This will be a great opportunity for the Antonians, and incidentally their first opportunity in this game. Now it will be Thisara preparing himself to throw into this full man line out for St. Anthony's. Finds the middleman, as the referee is telling the number 9 Oshan Gunaratna to use it, and that's exactly what he does. And what a lovely bit of play there by the St. Anthony's back line, as now they have managed to go over the gain line, and the forwards lining things up. The big prop forward makes a couple of meters. Still Oshan Gunaratna barking instructions, telling his forwards to keep it close, as a good tackle comes in by the Wesley hooker Abdullah. And now Oshan sending his forwards, giving them the first hit of the 9, as St. Anthony's College now use their line, and the player does get through, and he is over.
Go back to penalty advantage.
The referee says that the try does not stand, as he is going back for the advantage. The defending players have edged offside, is what the referee says, as now St. Anthony's with their second penalty and are going for pretty much the same. Sahan Kirtisiri puts the ball safely into touch. Now it will be more of the same for St. Anthony's College, as Thisara
Stay on the line.
prepares
10.
himself. First man at the number 2 position is Abdul, as he dummies, and they go to the tail of the line out, as the maul is set, but now looks as if it has broken, as St. Anthony's College still with possession. They go over the line, but the referee says the ball has been held up. Some good defensive play there by Wesley College, as Piris prepares himself to clear their lines from the goal line dropouts.
Get behind the kicker.
Piris clears his lines and finds the 10 meter, as Sahan Kirtisiri now opts to run, but passes and finds his centre 3/4 in the way of his first centre, Ravindu that is, as Oshan now gives it out to Kirtisiri, as he finds lock forward Gamage, as he sets things up. Now St. Anthony's College continuing and opting to go through their forwards. Kirtisiri had his head turned as Oshan was looking to clear the ball, as Oshan takes it up into contact, settles things down. Now some good defensive play coming in by the Wesley College players, but quick ball ensuring that St. Anthony's are able to gain a couple of meters, as Oshan runs laterally and passes it out. Unfortunately therefore Ravindu, he knocks the ball on and gets shoved into the advertising hoardings, as Looks like he seems to be in a bit of strife. And the St. Anthony's faithful aren't too happy with how that bit of play ended. As we see the replay, there you can see the number 12 was shoved into the advertising hoarding by the winger for Wesley College. Dilhara was the guilty party. As I have Nilhan joining me in the commentary box. Nilhan, Wesley started off well, but now looks like they will be finding themselves in a bit of hot water with what Dilhara has done.
Definitely, Romario, after the early start, it's been all defending, and now they could see some a yellow card if the referee deems that that was too clinical. Wesley opening the scoring, but St. Anthony's had few opportunities. Still could not capitalize those ones, as they still trail 7 points to nil, as we see still have held up in play. Few kickable penalties not kicked by Sahan Kirtisiri. They opted to go to the line out and still could not capitalize on those opportunities, Romario.
Yes, indeed, as yes, the referee has brandished a yellow card, and looks like it is the number 23 who has been given his marching orders, and 10 minutes into the bin. Well, thankfully for the Antonians, Ravindu Velagadara seems to be fine, as the matchday doctors are seeming to just have an on-field HIA for the youngster, and thankfully for him, not much of damage has been done, as Ishanka Abekun will be restarting play with a penalty.
And St. Anthony is now, according to their plan, they will look to go to the corner, and knowing that Wesley is one man down, they'll look to capitalize this time. It's the third time that St. Anthony is kicking to the corner. Still no rewards yet in this first 8 minutes of this encounter.
Yes, indeed, twice from the opposite touchline. They weren't able to make anything out of it, but having said that, momentum is with them, and so do they have an extra man, as Wesley are down to 14 men, and now it'll be Thisara preparing himself to throw in the line out. Yet again, St. Anthony's College opting to go for a full 8-man line out. As they find Abdul in the jumper position, as the maul is set, but doesn't seem to be going anywhere, as now Oshan comes in, but a bit too late, as not too sure what the call-in was, but a scrum has been awarded in favor of Wesley College.
This is surviving after that yellow card. St. Anthony's, the plan was clear for them, but unfortunately deeming was the ball was not formed correctly. As you see, Wesley now with the input, they need to get out of this red zone quickly. After scoring, they've been spending the time in their own 22-meter.
Yes, indeed. Now, scrum is being fed by Lai, as number 8 Nimsara breaks, gives it off to the supporting number 12, as he makes some good headway. Wesley College still camped up inside their own half, however, as now Piris puts boot to ball, as the number 25 lines himself up for St. Anthony's. Now Kirtisiri beats the first man, numbers on the outside, he has the support to himself, but steps inside, gets a bit of a flick pass, but the referee says the pass did not go backwards, as St. Anthony's squander yet another opportunity.
This has been the story in this first 10 minutes. St. Anthony's getting a lot of opportunities. This time San Kirtisiri making few inroads but could not make that offload correctly, and referee deeming that was a forward pass. So again Wesley surviving this St. Anthony's attacking moves. Here we go, a replay of that San Kirtisiri breaking one and running a good angle, trying to run around, and then that offload went forward. Keeping the position back.
Wah, bind karagan, tight bind karagan. No, natarin nipa. Allah.
Defending for Wesley after scoring in the third
Right.
minute of the game.
Angle lega tinu aage. Angle lega tinu.
St. Anthony did not have any answers. After that, it was all defending for the boys
Crouch.
from Campbell Park.
Bind.
Indeed, and
Set.
making tackles in
Steady.
this sort of heat will
Steady.
be energy sapping. And now St. Anthony, Wesley
Stay.
College
Stay
will
all.
be just hoping to clear the lines and hold the pill. But having said that, the centre runs straight in, does Korea, as now Lai barking instructions as Piris prepares himself. This time boots to ball, but yet again doesn't find touch as Kirtisiri this time around again finds the man, does his supporter, but yet again he throws the ball back, does Kirtisiri, and pretty much in a photocopy like style, this move too comes to a premature end.
Scrum එක steady වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මට තව steady වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඔයාලගේ angle එකක් තියෙන්නේ. කෙලින් ඉන්න ground එකේ.
Just look into their half-time talk. Just it's been one phrase, then they
ඔයාලා තේට් එක අල්ලන්න.
last one was a forward pass again. Wesley.
Crouch.
Still not managing to get out there.
Bind. Set. Steady. Stay. Stay. Down.
Attacking moves in the second half.
Yes, now O'Shane gives it out to, correction, Lai gives it out to Korea as he sets things up for the third time. Now Lai looking for his fly half, finds Piris. This time around, does he find touch? Yes, he does. Over the head of Sudish Rodrigo, as unfortunately for Rodrigo, he could have, if he was back, collected it, but having said that, Wesley finally clear their lines and do not concede anything in this 13 minutes that has gone by.
Finally moving out of their own half.
Wait. Clean gap back and boys. Clean gap back tiagan.
Continuity is what is lacking from St. Anthony in this game. Wesley, after a lot of defending, they come into the half into St. Anthony's half and we look to turn over this line out.
Pressure coming in,
Right now.
but thankfully for Tisera and the Antonians, they have managed to bundle Wesley College into touch, as Abdullah was the player who took the ball into touch. Now again it's Tisera preparing himself
Right,
to
gap එක
go
ගන්න හරියට.
to the line out. Frontman falls, but he's damaged. But Wesley College somehow picked that line out off as Abdullah collects things up. And now Lai gives it out to Piris as he has numbers on the outside. Korea gives it out to Rodrigo, but unfortunately Rodrigo knocks the ball on cold as yet again the stop-start play at the complex continues. This time the Wesley College centers and the back line unable to send the ball through the hands.
Wesley tried to spread the ball to the wider channels, but unfortunately knocking the ball over in the process. You see now St. Anthony's with the opportunity just near the 50-meter line. And Wesley will be keeping an eye on Sahan Kirtisiri. He has broken the line twice now in the two opportunities he got. Now St. Anthony's to Kirtisiri.
Kirtisiri puts a thump in up and under as the chase comes in. But unfortunately not collected for the Antonians, as here goes Rodrigo. Beats one, but he's brought down, and looks like the ball has been turned over. Yes, it has. But unfortunately for the Antonians, support did not arrive in time, as Correa finds himself turning the ball over for Wesley. As now, from right in front of the posts, Wesley College with a penalty, and the players seeking the coach's advice and pointing to the posts.
1 out of 1 for Abdullah from Wesley. From a very difficult landed, he landed the penalty. It's a 48 meter straight kick. He would fancy this. And another opportunity, the second opportunity for Wesley. First one, they took the maximum out of it and took back 7 points. Let's see, Will Abdullah kicks, does not have the legs, as Kirtisiri collects it and returns the favor and finds a touch.
Yes, indeed, does Sahan find touch, as he settles things down for St. Anthony's College. They will be thankful that they did not concede any points on that occasion. But as you see down on your screen is Ravindu Velagadara running back into position. He did contest for that thump in up and under. Did not come off best, but somehow he's back on his feet. Now Abdul throws into the line out, but overthrown. Thankfully though, it was Nimsara who managed to find himself at the back of the line out. But now it's the number 4 for St. Anthony's, Abdul Rasit, picking off the turnover, as St. Anthony's College are awarded a penalty.
See now looking to find some valuable yards forward. The clock ticks down. Wesley just few minutes away from going back to the complement of 15 players. So St. Anthony's still haven't got the maximum out of the numerical advantage.
Yes, as we see that replay, the line-out was overthrown by Abdullah, but Nimsar found himself collecting the ball and giving it to Hossein, but unfortunately support did not find its way soon enough, as the ball was turned over.
Out straight, says the referee. So a scrum for Wesley. Another opportunity missed by St. Anthony's, as Wesley now back with the complement of 15 players. 10 minutes of hard defending and not conceding conceding any points for Wesley. St. Anthony's opportunity gone begging, as you see Wesley with the feed in to this scrum just inside the 50 meter. Now Pires passes it to Correa, looking to run around, but brought down, and support arrives for Wesley. Again to the forward, barging through one, and now the third phase of play, and Pires goes to the boot, hanging one, collected well by Kirtisiri, but referee calling it back for a penalty. Kirtisiri.
The referee wasn't happy with the players who were chasing the kick, as they found themselves in front of the kicker. And now Sahan Kirtisiri puts boot to ball and finds a lovely touch finder. Just about 10 to 12 meters out from the Wesley College try line, as St. Anthony's College are back on the hunt for their opening points.
The plan definitely coming into this game was just to go to the corner and use their forwards. It's still not functioning properly. Let's hope that St. Anthony's could get this opportunity now. Let's see Tisera with the throw-in. Small held up in play by the referee. All good now to proceed. 21 minutes gone, still no points for St. Anthony's. Just inside the red zone, goes to the shorter man, and St. Anthony scores to the big prop forward. Referee calling back play, not awarding the try. He's has not gone the 5 meters, Romario.
Yes, indeed. That's what the referee indicates as he disallows the try for St. Anthony's College in quite disappointing fashion, as the referee said that the line out did not travel 5 meters. The ball is in play.
Now the collection is good, but Keith the City knocking the ball down. Good pressure by the Wesley players, putting the pressure and making Keith the City drop the ball down. So unfortunate for St. Anthony's. They look like they went to score, but still they have no points on the board.
Yes, indeed. And Sahan Kirtisiri will not be happy with his winger's pass there. Kumara, by the looks of it, it was Kumara who threw not the best of passes and dropped cold there by Sahan. You don't see that too often.
Number 8 passing to scrum up now to Paris. Paris for options, looking to the winger, but he's bundled into touch by St. Anthony's. Good defensive work by St. Anthony's, not allowing Wesley to move forward. That move from the scrum. So still 7 points to nil in favour of the Double Blues. Just inching closer to this 24th minute of play.
Yes, and news up in from Kandy is that the Josephians have taken a 24-point lead against Kingswood.
Good pressure by St. Anthony. Still Wesley now securing the ball. Slowing the game down now. Using their forwards. Trying to slowly set it up for a kick, as you see. Ball sent to Paris. Paris looking for a touch, but kicks on the full, so they will come back just outside the 40-meter line. And now attacking opportunity now for St. Anthony.
Yes, indeed. Not the best of kicks there by Paris, and he was off the mark by quite some distance, as now St. Anthony's have the opportunity. As we see that replay, looked as if he was searching for that 50-22, but unfortunately for him, he was off the mark by quite some distance.
Now Wesley. St. Anthony's connecting, but closing the gap. And a short arm penalty. Quick tap taken by Keith City. Shows and goes through the gap. Finally being brought down by Wesley. Now second phase of play for St. Anthony's. Moving to the big forward, German. Breaks in and gains some valuable yards forward. Now. And again getting a penalty.
Yes, indeed. The referee says that the the defenders weren't supporting their body weight at the breakdown, as now this time around St. Anthony's College are opting for the points, as they did come into the 22 on a couple of occasions, but unfortunately came away with nothing. This time around, they are seeming opting to go for the points and looking to gain their first points of the day off the boot of Sahan Kirtisiri.
Skipper opted to go for the lineouts.
10 meters.
Had some faith in the forwards, but no gains. So he goes to his kick as he prepares to slot this over to get 3 points for St. Anthony's. As Sahan Kirtisiri bisects the upright. So that's 3 points as St. Anthony's opened the scoring in the 26th minute of play. And Wesley still leading 7 points to 3 in this crucial encounter. The Dialog Schools Rugby League 22-23.
Yes, as we see the replay there, Sahan Kirtisiri from close range. You would not expect him to miss from such close range, as the referee isn't happy with the ball carrier, the water carriers for St. Anthony's College. Just ordering them off the field.
Go boys!
Deep kick collected well by St. Anthony's now. Setting things up. Good pressure by Wesley. He was looking for few options whether to go pass it or go in, but finally giving away the penalty. And a quick tap taken, but referee bringing the play to the initial mark.
I think Lai will be quite disappointed, but in Wesley's case, they are just looking to add to the 7 points that they already have. As we see the replay, the man was isolated, and a good turnover coming in for the Wesley players. And now Abdul Hadi with an opportunity to make it a 7-point game.
Hadi missed a penalty, but now kick looks good, and that's true. So that's 3 more points to Wesley. They increase that tally up to 10 points and gains back that 7-point advantage. And both kickers adding 3 points each in quick succession, and game is back to where it was a few minutes before. Deep kick by Kirtisiri. Now Wesley setting things up after scoring. And good pressure, but still they cannot turn the ball over as Wesley slow ball out of the ruck. Box kick into space. He lets the ball bounce and that goes into touch.
That was another good kick there by the scrum half from the box. Opted to put boot to ball, and he did find a touch over the head of Sudish Rodrigo. Thankfully for them, for St. Anthony's, his efforts of trying to keep it in play were after the ball had found a touch. So now it will be St. Anthony's with a line out.
With the line out, goes to the third pod. Finally connecting, and good sack by Wesley.
They're on.
And turnover ball for the Double Blues. St. Anthony's would not be happy. Just giving the ball, as now we see a knock forward by the Wesley. Scrum off there, giving possession back to St. Anthony's. Errors keep mounting in this game. We have a lot of stop-starts still. Just as we go to the 30-minute mark, last 5 minutes of the first half, 10 points to 3. Wesley would be very happy with the way they have performed in this game. And Now St. Anthony's looking for options, trying to run. Good run in line by the St. Anthony's player there. He goes into contact. Finally goes to the boot of Kirti Siri. And collection is not good there by the Wesley player. And knock forward, says referee Shankar. And another opportunity for St. Anthony's in a good place for attacking move.
Yes, indeed. As we see that replay there on the location, Kirti Siri spotted the opportunity. Looked as if he was going for the 50-22, but did not have enough on that kick. But the ball was dropped cold by the Wesley College winger, as chances continue to come their way for St. Anthony's College, as the St. Anthony's fullback looks as if he is getting a bit of treatment. Wesley College have been presenting opportunities time and time again, but St. Anthony's have been quite wasteful.
Quite wasteful in the sense, if they had gone for points, they would have had about 3 or 4 opportunities with the caliber of boot Kirti possesses. Now St. Anthony's looking for options. The big, good, beautiful offload to the number 13, and he goes and scores under the post. That's Tiron Marias for St. Anthony's, and finally the backline move gets the reward for St. Anthony's.
Yes, indeed. That was a lovely bit of play there by the 10, 12 and 13 for St. Anthony's College. Sahan, Ravindu and Tiron all combining, as Tiron found himself in acres of space and just having the easy task of stepping off the final defender. And now Sahan Kirti Siri with the opportunity to level things up here at the complex, and he makes no mistake. 10 points all here at the Royal Complex, as we have about 4 plus minutes left on our clock for half time. As we see the replay, Gunaratna gives it out to the pivotal Sahan Kirti Siri, and he found Ravindu on a short pass, as Ravindu in turn found Tiron running a hard angle, and there was no stopping Tiron once he made that initial break.
Pierce with the restart. High hanging one. Collection is done well by St. Anthony's. Now a long pass to Kirti Siri, and finally he makes a kick. And Wesley finally collects the ball, and now looking to run is the Wesley winger to Pires. A wavered pass, but still Wesley with the possession, not gaining any meters forward. Finally being brought down by the St. Anthony's players.
Use it.
Wesley going to that scrum half's box kick. Collection is done well, and looks to run is the winger, and a good offload to the St. Anthony's player. Now Pereira goes into contact as Gunaratna look for the opportunity, but Wesley turning the ball over in the process. The kick was smothered there by the St. Anthony's player. Lot of things happening in this last few minutes at the complex. She says, see a deadlock at 10 points each, Romario.
Yes, indeed. Sahan Kirti Siri made that initial break from the kick through a sublime dummy, as he made about 35 meters on the near touchline. Found support, but unfortunately the ball was turned over in the process by the Antonians, as now Wesley College with the throw in to the line out, and they will surely be looking to just clear their lines.
Abdullah with the line out for Wesley. St. Anthony's dominating the last few minutes as the ball comes out and Tisser collects that and sets things up with Gunaratne looking for the ball, but referee bringing back to that initial knock forward in the line out. And another opportunity for the 10, 12 and the 13 for St. Anthony's.
Yeah, 9, hurry up.
Yes, and by the looks of it, the referee just told all the players that it is the last play, as we see that line out. Unfortunately, lost in the front by Mendes for Wesley College.
Set.
And there was no advantage, as now
Stay.
Gunaratne feeds a scrum. This time around, though, not the cleanest of balls, as the scrum ball has been turned over by the number 6 Hossein. Now live.
Go back.
From the base, gives it out to Piris. He puts in a cross kick, collected by Kumara. Threw a bit of a dummy and finds himself running straight through the defense, does Kumara, but he's brought down by Piris as Wesley are back defending. And now the St. Anthony's attackers coming in hard and straight, but unfortunately for St. Anthony's College, they concede yet another penalty, and this time, by the looks of it, it's Anas who secures the holding on at the breakdown. And now Piris with the opportunity to end the half, but instead he kicks the ball straight into play. And now St. Anthony's through Sahan Kirtisiri beats the first man, gives it out back to Kumara, as well, in fact, it's the centre Tiron, the try scorer for St. Anthony's. Now a good hard line run by the prop forward, but now Sahan beats the first man, runs straight through the heart of defence, does the St. Anthony's scrum half, as now the Wesley player finds himself as a lazy runner there. Some good play by St. Anthony's, catching the Wesley College defence napping. And now an opportunity for Wesley College, well, in fact St. Anthony's College, through the boot of Sahan Kirtisiri, to go into the half with a surprise 3-point advantage.
It's all started by the nippy scrum of Oshan Gunaratne taking that quick tap. Wesley was found off guard and made those valuable yards before Wesley were deemed offside. So ideal opportunity for Kirtisiri to take his team into the lead just before the half time. As he set his sights on the 3 points, kick looks good, and that's true. So that's 3 more points to St. Anthony's. They take the lead, and that's half time at the complex.
Great half of rugby here at the Royal Complex, as St. Anthony's College are in with a surprising 13 points to 10 lead. St. Anthony's College started off as underdogs, but somehow managed to turn the tide, and they go in to half-time with a 3-point narrow lead, as things here at the complex are starting to heat up. But before that, it is half-time. Yes, and just like the Crest Naimirist sausages, St. Anthony's College did bite back, and now they'll be looking to just add to their tally in the second half. The Keel's Naimirist sausages, the bite that bites back, available at pretty much any leading supermarket in the island. was a great a game of rugby. Well, in fact, a great half of rugby as St. Anthony's kicked things off. But it was the Wesley College lads who got off to the best possible start with a try in the opening exchanges through hooker Siddiq Abdullah. He found himself diving over the whitewash after a well-placed maul went about 23 meters for Wesley College to take an early lead as Abdul Hadi made it 7 points. St. Anthony's managed to go over, but unfortunately for them, it was illegally as the referees called the try off as the line out did not travel 5 meters. Sahan Kirtisiri, however, notched 3 points. Abdul Hadi grabbed the 3 points back, but in the dying embers, a sublime try through Tyrone as he went straight through the Wesley defense to level things up at the complex. And moments before halftime, or well, you could say after the hooter, Sahan Kirtisiri kicked 3 points as St. Anthony's College took a surprising lead. And at halftime here at the Royal Complex, it's St. Anthony's leading Wesley College 13 points to 10.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka tiles. Fine living redefined.
Hey, have you heard about Z?
Z. We KYC.
Easy.
Mobile banking. Crazy.
Education loans and salary advances. Amazing.
Introducing the Digital Youth Account. NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
නව වැඩිදියුණු කළ ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් ඇක්ටිව් ක්ලිම්බසෝල් පළමු සේදීමෙන්ම ඉස්සොරි ඉවත් කරයි. හැමදාම ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් නම් හැමදාම no problem. ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
Manicure hot and spicy, trending fashion aram navy, rasa baby. Papare beat ke Saturday ko tumhe pandavi, nata baby. Mom, Saturday kapuna, rasa diva fire na, Saturday adanari ko tumi pantama, fun update bena, hot cup pe kapmana, Saturday adanari ko tumi pantama, prima ko tumi pantamai.
Aloe vera and mint for freshness. Chamomile for sensitive skin. Lemon and lime for an energetic day. Big shaving foam. A change you must experience.
හැමදාම ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් නම් හැමදාම no problem. ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
Hey, have you heard about Z?
Z. We KYC.
Easy.
Mobile banking. Crazy.
Education loans and salary advances.
Amazing. Introducing the Digital Youth Account. NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න. Bold ඔබම වෙන්න.
Manicure hot and spicy.
Aloe vera and mint for freshness. Chamomile for sensitive skin. Lemon and lime for an energetic day. Big shaving foam. A change you must experience.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න. ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න. ගෝල්ඩ් ඔබම වෙන්න.
Cheese රසට යාළුව සෙට් එක ස්මයිලි බෙදනවා ඕන වෙලාවක ස්නැක් එක දැක්කම හිත ෆික්ස් වෙනවා සරද කැමති අය දවස පුරාවට සැරයිල්ලනවා කැලිප්සු මික්ස් එක ඕන වෙලාවක නැගලම යනවා බෝරින් ලයිෆ් එක බ්‍රේක් අප් කරගෙන සල්ස නටනවා ලුණු රටාවට අනියන් කික් එක ෆුල් හැපනින් වනවා රටටම රස බෙදෙන මංජි රස බලකාය දැන් අලුත් වෙලා
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside. හැමදාම Dandex නම් හැමදාම no problem. Dandex හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
Cheese රසට යාළුව සෙට් එක ස්මයිලි බෙදනවා ඕන වෙලාවක ස්නැක් එක දැක්කම හිත ෆික්ස් වෙනවා සරද කැමති අය දවස පුරාවට සැරයිල්ලනවා කැලිප්සු මික්ස් එක ඕන වෙලාවක නැගලම යනවා බෝරින් ලයිෆ් එක බ්‍රේක් අප් කරගෙන සල්ස නටනවා ලුණු රටාවට අනියන් කික් එක ෆුල් හැපනින් වනවා
රටටම රස බෙදෙන මංජි රස බලකාය දැන් අලුත් වෙලා. නව වැඩි දියුණු කළ Dandex Active Climbasol පළමු සේදීමෙන්ම ඉස්සොරි ඉවත් කරයි. හැමදාම Dandex නම් හැමදාම no problem. Dandex හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
නැවුම් බව රැකදෙන කුමාරිකා හම්බිට් සංවීධී සමකට කැමෝයිල් බික් ෂේවිං ෆෝම් අත්විදිය හැකි වෙනසකට.
The time has come once again for the warriors to battle in pursuit of supremacy. Dialog Schools Rugby League. The battle for supremacy starts in June.
Season 1 දැනුම Season 2 චරිතාවලිය Season 3 ක්‍රීඩා විප්ලව
Catch the excitement real time. Be up to date with it all. Let us capture your milestones. get it sizzling hot off the turf. Here the experts break it down. Dig deep into the nitty-gritties. Be inspired by their greatness. Relive all the scintillating action.
After an thrilling half of rugby here at the complex, we are back with more action as St. Anthony's College take on Wesley College at the Royal Complex. St. Anthony's College struck back late and went in with a narrow 13-10 lead at the Lemons, and now it will be Wesley College to kick things off for the second half through Piris, as I have Nilhan with me in the commentary box. Nilhan.
Yes, sir, Romano. Exciting second half in prospect. Wesley kicking things off with a deep kick from Piris.
Collected by the centre for St. Anthony's College as he sets things up, and now does the big forwards run and give a horrible pass to Sahan Kirtisiri as he is under a mountain of pressure as the ball is turned over. And now Wesley College with an early opportunity in the second half runs it hard and straight through the forwards as they keep the ball close. Now Abdullah takes it with yet another pick and go. Wesley College with their forwards this time around, they opt against the pick and go, but still it was Anas with the ball. Now Piris gives it out to his centres as here goes Rodrigo. Tried to beat his counterpart but was unable to do so. Wesley College still with possession. Abdullah throws a bit of a dummy but is brought down. Tight head prop Sahan went in for the turnover but was caught offside as Wesley College score through Lai. This time the nippy scrum half took the quick tap and there was no stopping him.
Lai quickly taking, knowing that the penalty was given and St. Anthony's were not formed and they were caught napping, and he pounds on the opportunity. Here we go. He takes the quick tap and straight away going through that two defenders. And early try for Wesley. Similar pattern of game continuing. Wesley scored in the first half. As we see, the conversion is true.
Yes, indeed. Abdul Hadi adds the extras as it is a 4-point game here at the Royal Complex. Wesley College turning things yet again. Quite a stop-start, topsy-turvy affair. But
that lead, which they have the 4-point advantage. As Wesley now, first things first, Abdullah's throw must be the perfect one as they look.
Now Abdullah finds Mendes at the front. Wesley College sets yet another maul. This time Rodrigo from the backline too has joined, as now Wesley are on the attack. Still making their way forward, but now the ball has been brought down, and by the looks of it, it has been turned over. Now Sahan Kirtisiri decides to run from inside his own half, but unfortunately for him, the pass goes forward as the pressure is still continuing to mount on St. Anthony's.
Pressure definitely continuing to mount as St. Anthony's lucky that the maul was stopped, and now Keith City looking to spread that ball, and there we go, the knock forward pass which referee deemed, and then the pass also was knocked forward by Rodrigo. So another opportunity for Wesley in a very deadly territory in this game.
Yes, now will be Lai from under the post with the scrum. Nimsara breaks, gives it out to Lai. He has his big centre cutting back inside, but is brought down just a couple of meters out from the try line. Wesley College continue to go through their forwards. Big forward break coming there, but thankfully for St. Anthony's, the play is brought down. But Wesley College still with possession. From close quarters are the forwards. Diving over, but unfortunately not unable to find the whitewash. This time around though, yet again, short. Wesley College with some good attack in play, but some good defense as well by St. Anthony's. Still Wesley College with the ball as the forwards are diving over, but now the referee says there has been an infringement by number 6. Akesh is the guilty party for St. Anthony's College, and he's sent to the bin for, by the looks of it, is continuous infringements. Well, in fact, the referee says offside, and rightly so. Lai and Wesley opt for yet another scrum.
Interesting decision, opting for a scrum, knowing that St. Anthony's is one player down, and another opportunity for Wesley. They played continuously with the pick and goes, but could not find the whitewash. Another chance for the Double Blues.
Now Lai feeds the scrum, a 7-man scrum, as Lai gives it out to the big hook, big centre Correa. He brings a couple of men to bring him down, but the ball is clipped, and the Wesley player has dived over, but the referee is calling for time to be switched off as he separates the two teams and goes to his AR. By the looks of it, the AR, Gihan Ratavara, says the try is good and it stands. Wesley College add to their tally, and now 22 points to 13. Wesley College lead with the conversion to come.
Important try. Wesley continuing this second half onslaught. Scored once, and now another try for the Double Blues. So now the lead moves into 9 points with the conversion to come from
Abdul Hadi lining things up. Makes, unfortunately, just put wide there by Abdul Hadi, as the scores remain 22 points to 13. As we see the replay there, the big forward somehow barging himself over the try line, and The referee consulted with his AR and awarded the try. A 9-point lead is what St. Anthony's, Wesley College are in with, and St. Anthony's are chasing it. Sahan Kirtisiri puts a high hanging restart collected by Nimsara as he settles things up. But unfortunately for Nimsara and Wesley, they cough things up straight from the restart.
It's very important that after scoring the restart, they do not make any mistakes as Wesley has done. And another opportunity now. St. Anthony's came back strong in the first half, and if they want to win this game, they have to do the same thing in this second half. Wesley pouncing on the opportunity, scoring twice in the first 10 minutes of the game, and now they have a healthy lead.
Yes, indeed, as the scrummer for Sahan feeds in. In fact, Oshan, as Sahan Kirtisiri takes a couple of men with him, but is brought down. Now Oshan gives it out to his number 8. He puts in a dummy, but is brought down as the referee plays an advantage. Now St. Anthony's College hot on attack. Mohammed was the fullback who took the ball into contact. Now big hooker Tisara, he sets things up. Sahan Kotalavala, that is who takes the ball, takes a couple of defenders as well. Now Sahan Kirtisiri puts a little bit of a dink grubber in, but the ball is well cleaned up for Wesley College. By the looks of it, that was Lai who cleaned it up, but the referee says no advantage as he goes back for the penalty.
Kirtisiri, knowing that the advantage was on, tried that kick, but finally Lai collecting that. And now referee calling Wesley player for infringement, and he has been sent to the bin straight away, Romario.
Yes, indeed, quite surprising there by the looks of it. That is Rodrigo, the outside centre, making his way to the naughty chair. And now prime attack in real estate for St. Anthony's College, and to add to it, well, in fact, both teams are playing with 14 men. So the referee has evened things out here. The numbers as Oshan feeds the scrum. Now Sahan Kirtisiri finds his big centre, the number 12, Ravindu. He takes the ball, runs straight. Now does Amjit as he is brought down. However, St. Anthony's College hot on attack. The big number 8 unable to make too many meters, but sets things out. Now Sahan, the big prop forward, carries it a couple of meters. St. Anthony's College still with possession. Sahan Kotalavala takes it and goes, but the ball has been turned over illegally as had been a hand in the ruck. Now Sahan Kirtisiri opting for a scrum and will be surely looking to attack through their back line.
St. Anthony's continuing play in that last passage of play. Few faces, but could not breach his Wesley defense before Wesley gave away that penalty. And another chance for St. Anthony's at a very attacking place inside the red zone.
Yes, Oshan gives it out to Sahan Kirtisiri as he runs a short line, gives it back to Oshan. Is he over? No, he is not. St. Anthony's just a couple of meters out, and this time around they go over. Sahan Kotalaval is the man who goes over. The big prop forward somehow manages to barge his way over. And now the tide has turned yet again, and St. Anthony's College are trailing by just 4 points with the conversion to come.
Plan working for St. Anthony's. Quick ball and straight goes But the skipper and then the try scorer Sahan Kotalavala barging through that Wesley defense to find the whitewash show. Wesley conceding at a crucial time. Now St. Anthony's and skipper Sahan Kirtisiri having an easy conversion to bring this game down to a 2-point. You see the conversion goes through, so that's 2 points. So 22 points to 20. And it's all to play for in this second half in this Dialog Schools Rugby League encounter.
Yes, and as the news comes in from Kandy, it is that St. Joseph's College have added to their first half tally 34 points to 10. It reads as Kingswood are up against it yet again. Pires restarts proceedings as it's collected by the replacement winger for St. Anthony's College. Now the big number 8 Pille takes things up, and now it's Sahan Kirtisiri. Puts boots to ball. The bouncing ball beats the opposite number 11 Raban, but somehow he takes the ball into contact. Wesley College with plenty of numbers in front of the ball as Lai opts to go from the base. Some good attack coming in by Kumara as he sets things up for St. Anthony's. Now the big forwards through Shenuka. Unfortunately for Wesley, the ball was turned over illegally as the attacker fell on the wrong side and did not roll away fast enough for the referee's liking.
Okay, the city now looking for a touch finder and gains 15 meters from his kick. Now another opportunity for St. Anthony's. This game is swinging both ways. Now it's swinging in favor of St. Anthony's as we move into the 50-minute mark in this game, and all to play for.
Yes, indeed. It has been a topsy-turvy encounter with momentum turning both ways. Now it's in the favor of St. Anthony's College as Tisara lines things up, but unfortunately does not hit the target as Wesley College secure the ball from the resulting line out and a penalty.
Calling was not on the spot. Communication was wrong by the St. Anthony's forward, and now giving away that penalty after losing that line out, which they wanted to secure to make some moves forward. Now Wesley, on the other hand, another opportunity to move out of their half as Pires kicks to touch, but does not find touch this time.
Oshan gives it out to Kirtisiri as he has numbers, but opts to cut inside. Well, in fact, that was Tiron, the try scorer from the first half for St. Anthony's. Now the big number 7, Shenuka. St. Anthony's College making yard by yard as the referee isn't happy with something that went on there. And there was, the referee says that there was a hand in the ruck. And the number 24 Wesley College, Gammampila, sees yellow as Wesley are down to 13 men now with 2 men in the sin bin. And for St. Anthony's, it's they are down to 14 as Sahan Kirtisiri opts to take the penalty to goal. Gold men's hair and body wash for a cool shower, and that too is available at all leading supermarkets as Sahan Kirtisiri lines up a penalty from inside his own half.
few minutes for the St. Anthony's player who was in the bin to come in. So Kirtisiri going to his boot. 52-meter kick. That is in his range. Trying to get the lead which St. Anthony's were looking for. Kick has the distance and the direction is true. So that's a beautiful kick by the St. Anthony's skipper Sahan Kirtisiri, and takes his Anthonian Eagles to a 1-point lead here at the complex.
Yes, indeed. A lovely kick there by Sahan Kirtisiri. As now St. Anthony's are back in the lead. As Wesley College are making a change with De Silva replacing Pires at the pivotal fly half position. And De Silva kicks things off straight away. Now Kumara beats a couple of men but is brought down.
Back, get back.
Number 8 for St. Anthony's gives it away to Sahan Kotalavala. As now Oshan gives it out to Sahan Kirtisiri, and he throws a wide loopy pass and a lovely offload off the back of the hand by the number 4, and a good break by the number 25 for St. Anthony's College. Back again goes the big lock forward Abdul. Some lovely play by St. Anthony's College, and the centre three-quarter finds himself running down the touchline and all the way to score under the post. Ravindu, that is, for St. Anthony's. But by the looks of it, the referee wants to just confirm something, and he is going to the AR. The AR, by the looks of it, gives him the green light. And yes, it is another try for St. Anthony's College, courtesy Ravindu Velagadara, the centre. And now Wesley College are 6 points down with the conversion from under the post to come.
Brilliant move by St. Anthony's, and which shocked Wesley. They did not expect that, and silky hands by that St. Anthony's 12 and 13, and going over was Ravindu Velagadara. Now Kirtisiri with an easy conversion under the post, and he adds the 2 points. So St. Anthony is coming from behind, and now 8 points clear against Wesley, who are 2-man down also, as St. Anthony's gets there. As we see another replay, sending off a number 15, drawing the last defender and offloading it to Velagadara to score. Good comeback by the Anthonian Eagles. It was down 13 points to 22, and now it's 30 to 22.
The restart by De Silva is made a hash of it by the Antonian collectors, as the ball is knocked back into touch. And now straight away Wesley College with an opportunity to hit back, as a bit of complacency crept in to the St. Anthony's defenders. And as we say that, a player seems to be on his back receiving some treatment. By the looks of it, it is Ravindu Velagadara, the try scorer.
Time on.
But now he's back in position, as Abdullah throws into the line out. Not the best of line outs, as Abdul Rasid collects for St. Anthony's. Now Sahan Kirtisiri sends out yet another long cutout pass with the numbers on the outside. Ravindu run in and gives it out, but unfortunately knocked on for St. Anthony's by his centre partner Tiron. They had ample numbers, did St. Anthony's, but just lacked execution, as nothing materializes of the advantage for Wesley College, and the referee comes back for the early infringement.
Beautiful move by St. Anthony's. They had 3 players against 2 just needed to offload it, and unfortunately knocking that ball over. Would have been another ideal opportunity for the Anthonian Eagles, and they have turned this game around in this last 5 minutes. As Wesley are still playing with 14, so this scrum will be a 7-man one.
Yes, and now it'll be Lai to feed the scrum. And in defense, Sankirtisiri has dropped into the fullback position as De Silva gives it out to his supporting winger as he gets the offload away for Wesley College. But isolated, unfortunately for Ravindu. He did not release, is what the referee calls, as now De Silva with an opportunity to put Wesley College into a prime attacking position. First things first, done well. Touch is found. Wesley College will be kicking themselves Nilhan. They did have quite a comfortable cushion, but all squandered.
Yeah, went in after the halftime, scored twice, had a comfortable lead, and as we saw in the first half, the momentum is changing. Wesley led, and then Antonius came back, and we see the same pattern here.
Mendes collects the line out. Abdullah joins from the tail. The Wesley Mall still going forward, as Abdullah was told to break, and in fact it was the prop forward who broke for Wesley College, as the double blues still in possession. Now Rodrigo tries to beat one, but is brought down by Kumar. Lai gives it out to the big forwards as Wesley continue to hold on to possession. Now the big number one, Jamin, takes a couple of men to bring him down. Lai gives it out to De Silva. He gives it out to Rodrigo. Now Correa with the winger out wide, but opts to take it into contact. Does the centre. Support comes just in time for Wesley, as Lai, playing at first receiver, gives it out to his lock forward as he breaks. Now Mushin takes a couple of men to bring him down, but the ball has been turned over by the looks of it, and yes, it has. Now St. Anthony is in possession, but again it has been turned over, this time by Wesley, and a penalty comes in the favour of Wesley College, as the referee has blown for time to be switched off.
Ball turned over by Wesley, then by St. Anthony's. Now again Wesley. It has been moving like that as we see the stoppage for HIA for the Wesley player. An ideal opportunity for the double blues. They have a penalty in store. 56 minutes on the clock. We are into an exciting finish in this Wesley versus St. Anthony's encounter. And both teams still playing. And it is crucial for St. Anthony's a victory here, because they missed out on a win against DSA Nanayak after their surprising win over St. Joseph. So to stay in the hunt for the second position of this group, this encounter is very crucial. Now we see the referee bringing the Anthonian prop forward, and he's got a red card. Romario, he's out for 20 minutes, and that will be it for him in this game.
Yes, indeed. Not too sure why the red card was, but we could see from this replay maybe, as the ball was turned over twice by both teams, but Jamin was in fact brought down in a sumo style tackle by Sahan Kotalawala, and I think the attacker did fall head first, as That is why the referee opted to go for red. And now Wesley College with the penalty put into touch successfully by De Silva. Still, however, by the looks of it, Wesley were playing with 14 men, but I think the player has joined. So now it's Wesley College with 15 on field, playing against a 14-man Eagles side. 5 meters out. Abdullah finds the front man through Mendes as Wesley College set up their trademark maul, and they are going over, and it was inevitable. Yes, indeed, as this time around the number 5 for Wesley College, Anas, finds himself going over the whitewash as the lead, but rather the deficit is cut.
Good work there by Wesley. Now taking the maximum out of that numerical advantage, and Anas going over with the rolling maul. So 27-30 with a conversion to come from Abdul Hadi. So this game looks to be a thriller on the cards. Game swang in favor of Wesley, then St. Anthony's. Now it's moving towards Wesley as we see Abdul Hadi converting that try. 29 points to 30 in favor of St. Anthony still. Wesley still needs to score again to take the lead. As we see a replay of that try, good collection there by Wesley and forming that rolling maul. And this is the second try that they have scored through the rolling maul. And this time Anas going over for the double blue.
Yes, indeed, and now the game has swung this time around in favor of St. Anthony's. Wesley rather, as Rodrigo collects the restart and finds himself making a couple of meters. Now De Silva puts boot to ball. Well collected by Kumara as he goes on a trademark run, cutting inside but is brought down. Now Oshan finds Sahan Kirtisiri as the ball is still live, and here goes the potent centers for St. Anthony's, straight through the heart of defense of Wesley as Tyrone sets the play inside Wesley half. Now Oshan digging it up, gives it out to his fullback as the lock forward comes in support, and he makes an initial break but is brought down. Oshan, a good tackle coming there on Oshan by the number 6 as Hossein ensures that the little scrum half knocks it on in play.
Knocking the ball at a crucial juncture as we see a stoppage of play for an injury. And Wesley continuing their good work, bringing that pressure back to St. Anthony's, who will play this 10 minutes with one man down as Sahan Kotalawara, the try scorer, was red carded for a dangerous tackle. So Wesley getting that ball as we see referee still attending to that injured player. Here we go, a replay of that. The St. Anthony's forward making a good pressure there by the Wesley. Chamod Nimsar, the number 8, bringing pressure on Oshan Gunratne and making him lose the ball. And now Wesley have opportunity to go out of their own half. They're still trailing the game by 1 point. And we have 9 minutes or so remaining in our clock.
Yes, and I am getting confirmation that now, by the looks of it, St. Anthony's will have to play this game with 14 men as Lai prepares to feed the scrum. Gets the ball into a 7-man scrum. Gives it out to De Silva as the supporters wrap around for Wesley College. That was Korea. Unfortunately for St. Anthony's, their number 15, Amjad, sealed the ball illegally. And now Wesley with a penalty.
Kick by Abdul. Gaining a few meters forward. Now another opportunity for this Wesley.
Number 5.
To see another
Wesley,
replay
number
of
5.
that penalty.
Number 5. Change.
Referee straight
Number
away
5.
spotting that penalty. Now Wesley have another opportunity. The rolling maul has
Time
been
on.
functioning well in the last 10 minutes. So see
Number 9.
Abdullah with the
Nine.
feed, with the throw in for this crucial line out. Collection is good, and now Wesley go to their rolling maul.
Yes, indeed, as substitutions have also come onto the field for Wesley College.
Yeah, don't do that.
And so does the referee's arm out come for an advantage.
Once.
The trademark Wesley Maul, surprising quite a few.
Use it.
As the referee says, use it. And now De Silva gives it out to Rodrigo. He gives it out to his supporting fullback as the play is taken just a couple of meters out from the St. Anthony's 22. Rodrigo picks and goes into the 22. Not the best of passes by De Silva, but a thumping tackle there by the number 8 Pille.
High tackle.
Unfortunately for Pille and St. Anthony's, the referee says that the tackle was high. And a no-brainer, Wesley College through De Silva. In fact, Abdul Hadi points at the posts.
Big pressure kick for Abdul Hadi, who has been good, as you see another replay of that high shot by Rakesh. And opportunity to take the lead for Wesley.
A clutch kick coming up for Abdul Hadi. Does get the ball, and it, unfortunately for Abdul Hadi, it bounces off the crossbar as it was collected by Amjad for St. Anthony's. Now Sahan Kirtisiri with the defenders swarming all over him, shows and goes down the near touchline, gets a Hail Mary offload away, and thankfully for him, he did find a Wesley hand as the referee deems the ball has been knocked on deliberately, and St. Anthony's with a chance to get out of jail with a 1-point lead.
Thrilling game, and that kick unfortunately hitting the crossbar. Hardy was celebrating before that. And now St. Anthony is getting out of jail, as you see. Kirtisiri is down, but he's okay to continue, as Anthony is now feeling the pressure from the boys from Campbell Park.
Come down.
Well. From inside their own half, St. Anthony's College surprisingly opt for a scrum. This is quite a courageous call by the Antonian skipper Sahan Kirtisiri. But with a 7-man scrum, they are down a number. St. Anthony's.
Bind.
However, Sahan Kirtisiri backs his three quarters as Oshan feeds a scrum. Now gives it out to Kirtisiri as he puts boot to ball. A thumping kick over the head of Abdul Hadi. He lets the ball bounce. Now the number 23 for St. Anthony's chasing hard. A good tackle coming in there by the centers for St. Anthony's. But thankfully for Wesley College, they secure possession through Nimsara. Wesley College inside their own half. Rodrigo gives it out to his supporting players as now St. Anthony's seem to be under a bit of pressure, as Wesley College through their big forwards seem to be pressing hard breaking the gain line. Now Lai gives it out to De Silva. He opts and gives out a cutout pass as Mendes finds his supporting winger, but he is swamped by Abdul, in fact, and Abdul gets a clutch turnover. And in the dying embers of this game, Abdul trumps at the breakdown.
Wesley looked promising in that move, but unfortunately leaking that penalty. And St. Anthony's, here we go, that top load. He cuts back in, and good pressure by Abdul Rasid there on the Wesley winger. And earning that penalty for his team. St. Anthony slowing the game a bit after the red card. And that's it from Royal Complex. St. Anthony is winning a narrow game, a thriller, 29 points to 30. And Antonius keeps the dreams alive of the second round action in this Dialog Rugby League.
Yes, indeed. What a thrilling game here at Royal Complex. St. Anthony's College managed to get over the line by a single point, and for his sublime performance in the centres, Correa, the number 12 for St. Anthony's, well, in fact, beg your pardon, Ravindu Velagedara from St. Anthony's is awarded the NDB Player of the Match. A thrilling game of rugby, as unfortunately for Wesley, they fall short by a single point. A great game here at the Royal Complex. St. Anthony's College somehow managed to come back and managed to hold on to their single point lead as the Antonian faithful swamp the field and celebrate their victory here in Colombo, as we see the two teams shake hands in a good sportsmanlike manner. The score confirmation, 30 points to 29. St. Anthony's College secure their second victory of the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2023. It was undoubtedly a thriller here at Royal Complex. The lead shifted hands time and time again, but at the full-time whistle and when it mattered the most, St. Anthony's was in the lead by the slender of margin. Naimiris Crest, Naimiris Sausages, the bite that bites back, and so did St. Anthony's. They did bite back, came down from a first half deficit to secure this game, as a thrilling game of rugby was brought to an end off the boot of Sahan Kirtisiri. As we see the second half highlights, it was Lai who got the first score in the second half in similar fashion to the first. Abdul Hadi added the extras as Wesley raced to a lead, and moments later their prop forward two got on the score sheet as they extended their lead. However, St. Anthony's struck back. First it was through Sahan Kotalavala, who scored a try from close range. Sahan Kirtisiri made no mistake from the tee, and he did slot over a penalty from inside his own half, and that made it a game of a couple of points. But then on, it was St. Anthony's through their fullback, and Ravindu was at hand to find the finish, as St. Anthony's College somehow managed to scrape back. Sahan Kirtisiri continued to slot over off the tee. Wesley College somehow managed to strike back and struck back through their big number 5 Anas. Abdul Hadi added the extras as it was 29-30 at that point, as Abdul Hadi had the opportunity to grab the lead, but unfortunately his kick ricocheted off the crossbar, and Sahan Kirtisiri rightly so put the finishing touches to the game, as St. Anthony's secured a famous victory at Royal Complex, 30 points to 29. St. Anthony's College managed 3 tries, 3 conversions and 3 penalties for their 30 points, while Wesley managed to score 4 tries, converted 3, and unfortunately for them, the penalty goal that would have secured their victory was missed by Abdul Hadi, even though he slotted one over early on in the day, as Ravindu Velagedara, for his sublime performance from the centres, won the NDB Player of the Match award for St. Anthony's College, as the game ended 30 points to 29 in favour of the visitors. Next week we have some great action as the Dialog Schools Rugby League continues. DS Senanayaka hosts Kingswood at Havelock Park as week 5 kicks off. St. Thomas's host St. Joseph's in a shield game at Mount Lavinia. Isipatana host St. Anthony's at London Place. Trinity host Science. Royal host Dharmaraja, and week 5 will be brought to an end as Zahira College host St. Peter's at Maradana. So the action continues thick and fast in this Dialog Schools Rugby League 2023. And until we meet next time, me, Romario De Silva, signing off for the Papare.com with the technical and production group. Thank you and good night.
beautiful outside and inside. ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න. බෝල්ඩ් ඔබම වෙන්න. Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
Hey, have you heard about Z?
ZZ. WeKYC.
Easy.
Mobile banking. Crazy.
Education loans and salary advances.
Amazing. Introducing the Digital Youth Account. NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
Aloe vera and mint for freshness, chamomile for sensitive skin, lemon and lime for an energetic day. Big shaving foam, a change you must experience.
මේ ජොබ් එක අදම කරන්න ඕනේ. අදම? No problem.
ඕගොල්ලොත් එන්නේ ඉවෙන්ට් එකට. ඩ්‍රෙස් කෝඩ් එක black.
Black? No problem.
නව වැඩි දියුණු කළ ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් ඇක්ටිව් ක්ලිම්බසෝල් පළමු සේදීමෙන්ම ඉස්සොරි ඉවත් කරයි. ස්වභාවික සාරයන් හිස පෝෂණය කරයි.
නටමුද?
No problem.
හැමදාම ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් නම්
හැමදාම no problem.
ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside. ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න. බෝල්ඩ් ඔබම වෙන්න.
Aloe vera and mint for freshness, chamomile for sensitive skin, lemon and lime for an energetic day. Big shaving foam, a change you must experience.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
Cheese රසට යාළුව සෙට් එක ස්මයිලි බෙදනවා ඕන වෙලාවක ස්නැක් එක දැක්කම හිත ෆික්ස් වෙනවා සරද කැමති අය දවස පුරාවට සැරයිල්ලනවා කැලිප්සු මික්ස් එක ඕන වෙලාවක නැගලම යනවා බෝරින් ලයිෆ් එක බ්‍රේක් අප් කරගෙන සල්ස නටනවා ලුණු රටාවට අනියන් කික් එක ෆුල් හැපනින් වෙනවා අචි
රටටම රස බෙදෙන මංජි රස බලකාය දැන් අලුත් වෙලා.
හිත තාලනට වෙන වන්නිනිම වින්නුනා සරදාවී අතනාරි කොප්තුමී පම්දමා ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමී පන්තමයි
Your embrace so warm with one more bite of Revelo for sunshine. Don't wanna miss this pouring rain, pleasing my soul with one more bite of Revelo for the rain. This freedom takes me to roads that I have never been. With one more bite of Revelo for the road. Love never felt this good. With one more bite of Revelo for love.
Hey, have you heard about Z?
ZZ. WeKYC.
Easy.
Mobile banking. Crazy.
Education loans and salary advances.
Amazing. Introducing the Digital Youth Account. NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
Nevum bava rakadena kumarika hambit. Sanviti samakata camo oil. big shaving foam අත්විඳිය හැකි වෙනසකට.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon.